we're really excited about the group coming in this year.
Anytime we get playing here at the Arthauser Center, it's electric.
You run them over a couple times, or
Probably not. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I got hit in the head a few times.
All right, it's another edition of Breaking the Ice here with Rob Lindsay, and joining me right now here, assistant captain with the Prince Albert Raiders, Landon Kosior. Landon, first question for you, okay? What's your nickname?
I got two, either Koj or Cozy.
I thought it was going to be Cozy just by the sounds of the names, and I think we had the nickname game here a couple of years ago too, and it wasn't Cozy. Yeah, I remember that name was popping up as well too. Tell us about yourself. You're originally from Regina. You played your minor hockey down there?
Yeah, I'm from Regina. Played pretty much all my minor hockey there, and then once I got to midget in Saskatchewan, you can kind of move all over the place. So I went to Tisdale and had a couple good years there.
So you were a Tisdale Trojans. Used to come here to the Arthauser and light it up once in a while.
Yeah, we used to come here and play the Mintos. Not sure about light it up. Probably about a 500 record here, but yeah, we used to play here.
Right on. And now that you're a Prince Albert Raider, and you have been for the past number of years as a 20-year-old and being assistant captain, just tell us about wearing a letter in your chest and what that means, because there's been a lot of other great Raider defensemen who've had letters. Your captain, Nolan Allen, this year, and then the fellow last year who's now playing for Montreal, and even the one before that down there playing for the Golden Knights franchise. Yeah, no,
it's obviously an honor. It's something that everyone wants to do, and yeah, I just couldn't be more proud and honored to have that. The coach. I'm glad the coaches have that trust, and hopefully I can do a good job.
A great line of defenseman there as well too. Let's just talk a little bit too about the one that's playing right now on the farm and working his way up to become perhaps a Golden Knight, Mr. Pahal. Just tell us about what you see in his work ethic, and I've noticed a lot of similarities between him and yourself. First of all,
he does skate in Regina in the summer, so I see him all summer, and yeah, he is a hard worker. You can tell he's probably one of the most fit guys I've ever seen. Yeah. So. Yeah, you can tell that he's got the right mindset, and yeah, I don't have no doubt that he'll be in the NHL one day.
When you started playing the last couple of years, I've noticed a lot of similarities in your playing style too. Okay, let's talk about this. 18 goals last year, pretty good for a defenseman in the dub.
Yeah, it was good. I guess got some good bounces, and I got some good passes from my teammates, and I think just a big thing is confidence. Once you get a couple, and then you just start coming along, like you just keep believing in yourself, and it really improves your game.
And I want to talk about one thing in particular, the power play. And normally defensemen back towards the blue line area on that PP, but they got you up on the off wing too. Tell us what you're trying to do there.
Yeah, it's just kind of set up, get a one-timer. I think it's kind of my role is more of shooting, it's not passing. So get the puck, and I just like to shoot it. We can make backdoor plays too to me, but yeah, it's mostly just a shooting position there.
Okay, if memory serves me correct, I think it was last year. Wasn't there 2-in-1 game last year? Or I think there was, or back-to-back games pretty much almost by the same point last year down at the far end here at the Arthauser on the power play, and that was phenomenal too. So practicing your shot too, it's very key to that as well.
Yeah, I got to always be working on one-timers after practice. I know Puff won't like to hear that, breaking sticks, but got to be working on the one-timer after practice for sure.
Right on. You went to camp this last early spring? Or early fall, I should say, late summer. Tell us about where you went and what you were doing down there.
Yeah, I went to Los Angeles. It was a great opportunity. They got a good team down there and a lot of good leaders, guys like Drew Doughty, who I used to look up to as a kid. So yeah, it was fun to just be there and be able to be around those guys.
Right on. So when you were down there, so was that a possibility for maybe next year too to sign a contract with them?
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Just keeping all my options open right now. But yeah, it's something I've looked towards.
And being a 20-year-old this year, looking back on the few years you had here in Prince Albert too, what's your favorite Raider memory?
Oh, there's a lot. Obviously my first goal, I got my first goal in our very first game at the Hauser, so that was a big one. And
who was the goalie?
Nolan Meyer.
Right on.
So
Saskatoon Blade.
Yeah, so that was a big one. And then obviously last year, just I think coming down the stretch, trying to make playoffs. I just remember this building being so crazy, and our playoff win we had at home, it was so loud, I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So that was something I'll never forget.
And now that you're a member of the Prince Albert Raiders, your final year, your billet family, let's just talk about the Simonsons, Derek and Lisa.
Yeah, so I live with Derek and Lisa, and then they got two kids, Jack and Jana. They're a great billet family, really supportive. And Derek, I know, played hockey growing up, so it's good. He can kind of relate to what I'm going through, so it's nice.
Now, he had a head of hair back in the day. I remember him playing back in the day in the SJ when he was with Melfort too, and he had the wildest haircut.
Really? I never even heard of that.
I got to ask you about your haircut too. There's been some chirps about that too. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I like growing out the long hair. always had kind of longer hair playing hockey, so I don't really like to cut it too much.
Well, it's just what it's called. It's called hockey hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Ryan Smith back in the day and some of these other awful haircuts you see in the NHL.
Yeah.
Scott Hartnell, for another one, a former Prince Albert Raider, he had the locks flowing pretty good as well, too.
Yeah, you got to have the hair flowing out the back. It looks good.
Absolutely. Hey, buddy, we wish you all the best down the stretch here. We'll go into the Christmas break coming up in the next month and a bit, and let's get things together and make a push for it. Congratulations, and thanks for dropping by today.
Thank you very much.